Today we're taking a look at these MLB matches, which are happening on Monday, April 10, 2023, and giving you our team and total picks for today. Welcome back to High Stakes. Before we dive into our video, don't forget to subscribe and to push the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also check out our Patreon if you want access to our premium picks. Our Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money, and if you are interested in props and parlay picks, check out our new channel High Stakes Props and Parlays, where you can find our player props and parlay picks predictions. You will find the link to our Patreon and to our new channel in the description and comments section below. Cincinnati Reds vs Atlanta Braves. Atlanta started 6-1 this season, but 3 straight losses to the San Diego Padres have the Braves clinging to a 1-game lead in the NL East over the Mets. The Padres took the final game of the series in decisive fashion on Sunday night, 10-2. The Braves fell behind 8-0 in the 5th inning before they finally got on the board when shortstop Orlando Arcia scored on a fielder's choice off the bat of right fielder Ronald Acuna Jr. First baseman Matt Olson drove in Atlanta's second run with an RBI single in the 7th inning, also scoring Arcia. Arcia and Acuna both finished with 2 hits on the day for Atlanta, but the Braves pitching staff gave up 13 hits to the Padres, who belted 3 home runs. Atlanta will look for better pitching on Monday when Bryce Elder gets the ball for the Braves. He is 1-0 after throwing 6 innings of shutout baseball in his first start of the year against St. Louis on April 5. Elder was 2-4 with a 3.17 ERA as a rookie last year. Atlanta's pitching staff entered Sunday with the 5th lowest ERA in baseball, 3.15. They have a 1.33 whip and have held opponents to a .235 batting average. Offensively, the Braves entered Sunday's game hitting .265 with a .778 OPS. They score 4.9 runs per game. First baseman Matt Olson is off to a blistering start, batting .350 with 3 home runs and 11 RBI. Plain and simple, this is a matchup between one of baseball's best teams against a Cincinnati ball club that is in an obvious rebuild. I like Atlanta to win the series opener on Monday by multiple runs. The Reds are high on youngster Graham Ashcraft, but even if he starts the game well, Cincinnati's bullpen is not trustworthy to finish strong. This will be Ashcraft's first time facing the Braves. Atlanta's lineup is much powerful and deeper than Cincinnati's. The Reds only won 29 games on the road last season, and entering Sunday they are 0-2 away from Great American Ballpark so far in 2023. They only batted .224 on the road in 2022, which gives me enough confidence to take some juice with the Braves. Give me Atlanta minus 1.5 runs. I'm buying into the hype on these 2 young starting pitchers and siding with the under. Most notably, Bryce Elder posted an 2.45 ERA at home in 2022. Elder followed up an impressive rookie campaign by firing 6 shutout innings in his first start this season. The Braves have pitched well all season, which is one reason why the under has hit in 4 of their last 5 games entering Sunday. For the Reds, the under has hit in their last 2 games entering Sunday. Like Elder, Ashcraft is also off to a nice start this season. I can't trust Cincy's offense away from their hitter-friendly home stadium. Give me the under 9.5 runs. Seattle Mariners vs Chicago Cubs. Both teams entered this contest coming off a series where they took 2 of 3. However, despite the struggles of the Mariners' bullpen on Sunday, they have to feel much more confident as they have the better starter going and the far superior bullpen. It starts with Castillo, who has been nearly untouchable early on. Chicago has been a solid team offensively, but they have their work cut out for them. On the other side, Smiley looked horrific in his season-opening start. He was 7-8 with a 3.47 ERA, so he should be okay long-term, but he has no bullpen help. Even if he should pitch well, at some point he has to turn the game over to a group that simply cannot shut down opponents. Our team picked to take the Seattle Mariners. The Chicago Cubs lost to the Texas Rangers on Sunday, 8-2, but still won 2 of the 3 games in the series. Chicago had received great starting pitching in the first 2 games, holding the Rangers to just 3 total runs. Chicago is 3-3 at home and are tied for 3rd in the NL Central. Texas scored 4 runs in the 2nd and added 3 more in the 6th to put this game away. Jamison Talon gave up 3 earned runs and 5 total in 5 innings to take the loss. The Cubs' bullpen has been abysmal early on, giving up 3 runs on Sunday, and they have a 5.02 ERA overall, ranked 22nd. The numbers are solid: 22H, 13BB, 1HR, 28.2 innings, but they simply cannot stop rallies. Chicago will hope that Drew Smyly will limit the need for the bullpen. That has not been the case early on, as he is 0-1 with an 11.57 ERA, giving up 6 earned runs in 4.2 innings in his first start. Our total pick is over. Kansas City Royals vs Texas Rangers. A quick 3-game road trip and the Rangers return right back home. They were able to salvage the series finale in Chicago after dropping the first 2 against the Cubs. John Gray allowed 2 earned runs over 5.2 innings to earn his first win of the season, and Marcus Semien drove in 3 from the top of the order. Despite his .231 average, Semien has hit safely in 3 of the last 4 games and 6 of 9 games this season. The Rangers are hitting .242 as a team, 19th overall in the game, and they've hit just 9 home runs, 10th fewest. The Texas offense has scored 47 runs through 9 games, tying them for 9th in the majors. Texas started the season out showing decent phases of both hitting and pitching. Kansas City has shown some good stuff on the pitching side, but their hitting has been abysmal. They've been shut out 3 times and held to just 1 run on 2 other occasions. Kansas City has also struggled in Arlington for a while now, going 15-37 in the last 52 meetings between the teams in Texas. The Rangers are 4-0 in their last 4 games versus a starter with a whip over 1.30, and Greinke's is currently 1.41. The Royals are 0-5 in Greinke's last 5 starts on 4 days of rest. Texas is 4-2 at home this season, and this will be a great game for Heaney to reel himself back in and get back on track. Take the Rangers on the money line. The Rangers have seen their last 2 games reach 10 or more total runs, and 5 of their games have had 9 or more runs scored. However, the Royals' offense is nothing you can rely on at this point, especially when you are seeking runs. They have averaged just 2.6 runs per game this season, and 5 times they have scored a run or less. Nobody in that lineup is hot and nobody is producing. Texas can also be had, having themselves been shut out twice already this season. The under is 5-1 in Game 1 of the Rangers' last 6 series. Take the under 8.5 runs. St. Louis Cardinals vs Colorado Rockies. The St. Louis Cardinals have not looked great so far this season, winning only 3 of 9 games after a series loss in Milwaukee this past weekend. The pitching has especially been an issue. The pitching struggles will resume with Steven Matz on the hill. The southpaw squandered 10 hits in his season debut and has not been able to have any kind of success against the Rockies, as seen in his abysmal 7.22 ERA in 33.2 innings. Furthermore, the Rockies have a good chance with German Marquez on the hill. The veteran has silenced the Cards in his career, fielding a stifling 2.83 ERA in 8 meetings. Arenado, O'Neill, and Gorman are only a combined 4 for 24 against Marquez. Our team pick is Colorado Rockies. The Rockies will have German Marquez on the hill. Marquez was solid in his season debut, conceding 2 runs in 6 innings against the Padres, but wasn't quite as effective last time out, squandering 4 runs including 3 runs home in 5.1 innings against the Dodgers in a 5-2 defeat. The veteran had one of the worst seasons of his career in 2022, amassing a 5.00 ERA and a 1.37 WHIP, accompanied by a 9-13 record in 181.2 innings. The right-hander has excelled against the Cards in his career, sporting a dazzling 2.83 ERA and a 2-2 record in 8 meetings. The Rockies have a similar lineup to last season on a squad that piled on the runs at home. They recorded a series split with the Padres in the opening series. Next, they earned 1 win in 2 meetings against the Dodgers and won 2 of 4 against the Nationals this past weekend, scoring 19 runs in the series. Our total pick is over. Washington Nationals vs Los Angeles Angels. The Angels pitching staff had a tough weekend, giving up 21 runs to Toronto, but they had been performing well leading into that series, giving up 3 or fewer runs in 4 of the previous 5 games. When this team gets solid pitching they win, and that will give them an edge against a Nationals team that is particularly prolific. Washington has just 21 total extra base hits, but has walked 35 times. They are getting on base at a solid clip, .336, but are simply not turning that into a lot of runs. Then they have to worry about a pitching staff who simply cannot shut anyone down. 4 of their 6 losses have been by at least 4 runs. Take the Los Angeles at -1.5 runs. The Los Angeles Angels fell to the Toronto Blue Jays in a slugfest on Sunday, 12-11. The Angels dropped 2 of the 3 games, falling to 1-2 at home. They are still first in the AL West. Both of the losses in the series were by 1 run. A 6-run 6th and a 4-run 7th proved to be too much for LA in the loss. They were able to score 4 runs over the final 2 innings to force extra innings, but fell in 10. Hunter Renfroe had 3 hits and drove in 4. 3 players have 3 homers on the club, including Shohei Ohtani, who is hitting .344 with 3 homers and 8 RBI. The Angels have scored the 4th amount of runs, 56, and have 15 homers. Our total pick is over. Milwaukee Brewers vs Arizona Diamondbacks. The Diamondbacks have the starting pitching edge in Zach Gallen, but Wade Miley is a battle-tested veteran who threw 6 shutout innings against the Mets in his first start this season. Once the bullpens get involved, the advantage drastically swings in favor of Milwaukee. These are the 2 best money teams in MLB for sports bettors so far this season, but the Diamondbacks have also yet to be favored until this game. I expect this to be a tightly contested matchup, and if I have to lay juice, I will lay it on the Brewers to at least keep this game within a run instead of Arizona having to win. The Diamondbacks have dropped 10 of their last 11 series opening games and will have their hands full again. Our team pick is Milwaukee Brewers plus 1.5 runs. The only team that has been better at making sports bettors money so far are the Arizona Diamondbacks, who are at plus $557 for the season according to covers.com. The Diamondbacks have been underdogs in each of their first 10 games this season, including beating the Dodgers 11-6 on Sunday as a plus 122 dog, after winning as a plus 142 and plus 218 dog in the 2 games before. Our total pick is over. Los Angeles Dodgers vs San Francisco Giants. Los Angeles dominated San Francisco last season, winning the final 5 games of the series. The Dodgers have also won 7 consecutive games in San Francisco, so they are going to be confident entering this matchup. Their offense has been rolling early in the season, even though they were unable to overcome their bad pitching over the weekend. That should not be an issue on Monday night with Urias on the mound. He is about as trustworthy as any team in the majors over the few years, posting a 2.16 ERA last year. Urias has been outstanding through his first 2 starts this season as well, while Webb is coming off a pair of rough starts. Take Los Angeles. The Giants are a half game back of Los Angeles for 3rd place in the NL West, as both teams are trailing Arizona and San Diego early in the season. They rank number 11 in the majors offensively, batting .261, and are facing a Los Angeles pitching staff that is number 8 in ERA, 3.76. Right-handed pitcher Logan Webb is going to start for San Francisco in this matchup. He allowed 4 earned runs in each of his first 2 appearances of the year, giving up 9 hits against the White Sox on Wednesday. Webb's start to the season has been very disappointing after he posted a 2.90 ERA across 32 starts last year. Our total pick is over.